Good evening, everybody. Jake, how are you, man? Thank you for being here. I've changed the camera angle to accommodate the case, but before we roll, there's our jumbo. I'm going to set it right there for the moment. There's our team break sheet and our player break sheet. I probably won't attempt to display that the whole time. First order of business will be to try to unleash these blasters without too many issues. First time I've ever opened a full case of chrome, specifically blasters. I've opened cases of paper, cases of Bowman, never a chrome case. I need to know more about your mower situation. Look at that beauty. Okay, I'm gonna attempt this. You guys love me anyways, right? Watch as the magic happens. $40 blasters that I will now attempt to make look at least a little bit neat. And I'm failing miserably. So the one thing I'm going to change up due to the volume is I'm going to do a few blasters at a time, unwrap packs for maximum ASMR, set the cards down, and then go through stacks like that. I'm generally a slow rip kind of guy, but we will be here all night, and even us card fans probably don't want to be here all night, especially you East Coasters, so. S.K. Junk Wax Era Dad. Gotta put those two things together. Thanks for being here, man. All right, I will have this on standby for a refresher as needed, but we're gonna roll. I'm very excited about this. Actually, I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Sometimes it'll let me pin a message, and other times not. Nick, that's awesome. My goal had been to start this earlier, but man, sometimes that traffic and regular life schedule just doesn't work out too well. So, all right, who's ready? I'm ready. Okay, what's wrong with your mower? Is that Jake? Yeah, what's wrong with your mower, Jake? I'm rocking a mower that must be bound to go out on me any day now. No excuses. One thing I was thinking about prepping for this was the amount of space I have here. I'm not as used to doing cases. Here's something crazy. The hobby case, it makes sense, but smaller than we're used to because of the box size has now been shrunk. But the, for blasters that is. But for the hobby case, which is sitting right beside me, it's even smaller, but so dense. Very heavy. If you're into this, the hobby case is filling now in the Discord. All right. I don't like my camera angle. We'll get there, we'll get there. How about that? It'll probably get easier as we progress. Still on camera? Okay. Good luck, everybody. So I know we're looking for Bobby. We're also looking for, is it Brett? Who are we looking for? Lochneff? Looking for a retired royal. Was it Brett? No, it was, I think it was Brett too, but it was Bonds. But I believe someone had to correct me that Bonds is a pirate in this, not a giant. And definitely not a royal. I think I was on 2 different wavelengths with that. Well, I appreciate the trust factor. I hope that is the case. That is certainly what I go for. But I also know that this is a little out of the ordinary for me, so probably learn a few lessons. I've done cases, but not a whole lot of full cases in one break. You know what I mean? Like, I've had cases that are 2 or 3 different Kingdome breaks, but who needs help? Steven, I think you're right. I am curious, it doesn't have to be tonight, but I'm curious in general if people are into this, because this is obviously a little more expensive. Well, the hobby's even more, but chrome versus paper. But I've always had interest in doing more player breaks, and I think I'm gonna try to do more of them if people are into it. I'm not getting rid of PYTs by any means, but I think for some stuff this is gonna be my goal. Yeah, pack to pack with chrome in particular, 4 cards, sometimes 5. I didn't think anybody wanted that. When we're doing like the 1 and 2 boxers, this is my philosophy at least. You know, even if I take my time, still doesn't take that long. But today that is not going to be true. Here we go, guys. Marcelo Mayer kicks it off. J-Ram on the throwback. Here's the red, white, and blue. Probably my top favorite new parallel. Because we always get new parallels and we get to choose. Jaron Duran. P. Crow Armstrong is our resident president in the room right now. Trey Turner is a refractor. Past and present. Altuve. Brian Reynolds refractor. Freeland. There will be a lot of sleeving and top loading happening after or during the sort. Have no fear. We'll probably sleeve a little bit less during today specifically than I would for a normal break. The 91 J-Ram. I know all the 91s are. Did we also have a base refractor, J-Ram? That one? Yes. I did think about Abrams as a refractor. I did think about Ime slow rolling and not saying anything and just waiting till someone was like, dude, what are you doing? Red, white, and blue Seiya. Here's a crazy rumor, which I'm pretty sure is completely unfounded. Seiya Suzuki to the Mariners in exchange for Luis Castillo, Luke Rayleigh, and one of our top prospects. Jack Dreyer on the Ray Wave. Yamamoto refractor. Kevin McGonigal, Future Stars. Connor Griffin on the baseball seams. Having a hard time believing that rumor. I guess it depends on who the prospect is. But I think it's just someone made it up and put it on the internet situation. But Rocky's got a nasty print line down that card. Tucker on the refractor. Shohei Ohtani. Big ticket players. PCA on the 91. Dylan Cruz, red, white, and blue. Messick is a refractor. Bryce Eldridge, rookie. As you may imagine, the sort will definitely take longer on this one, so bear with me while I get that sorted out. That was Alberto Hernandez, Kerry Carpenter. Chase Dolander, refractor. Mookie Betts, big ticket players. We'll put him with his teammates. Christian Campbell, big dumper on the 91. Sosa. Christian Walker, Ray Wave. Connor Griffin, base, rookie, that is. Kegs. Trout on the perspectives. Those are beautiful cards. Spencer Strider on the baseball seams. Not the greatest start, but that's okay. We got a whole lot more to go. I'm going to top load a couple things before I move on. Right. That's just the warm-up, right? That's what I'm going to go with. Scooble to the Nats. Is that another rumor someone you put on the internet? That'd be nuts. I'm waiting to hear about call-ups too, because Mariner away would be, not a lot of trades made sense, but we essentially did the same thing by calling up guys from our minor league system, which sometimes is true, but. Okay, I learned the last time I did a case, if you don't do a little bit of cleaning up as you go, it gets kind of ridiculous kind of fast. So I am going to do a little bit of that. There is an Ohtani sitting right on top. And we do have that jumbo lurking too. Once we get some more space here, maybe I'll open that one up midway. Okay, I've fallen for the Scooble to the Nats. I don't believe it, but I fell for it anyways. Someone needs to set me straight. Those poor Dodgers, they need starting pitching, man. I unfortunately am breaking on Thursday, which means I believe our Chavez Ravine Dodger diehards are busy tonight with their own stream. Check them out. But my shade thrown at Will Smith and company probably not going to be heard. That pack felt different, whatever's in there. Packing material for free. All right. What's up, big head? Correa on the refractor. Check the backs for those IVs. Tatis, big ticket players. There's Scooble. Is he still a Tiger? That is what I want to know. Black and white. Red, white, and blue, Royce Lewis. Past and present, Jones and Riley. Jordan Walker, Ray Wave, my man. My accidental PC. Fernando Tatis 91 is the refractor and the Wrecking Crew for Tatis. Burl, are you at a game right now? That's awesome. Verlander looks different for some reason. Acuna perspectives. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Dylan Beavers baseball scenes. Ime, rookie. O'Neal Cruz refractor. Schlittler rookie. Soto big ticket players. Cassie 91. Luzardo red, white, blue. Now would be a good time for a numbered card. Gino. Jacob Melton, Ray Wave. Cal O'Reilly, Wrecked Crew. Oh my gosh, I love that you're watching this break at a game. That makes me very happy. Bryce Harper. Another Shohei big ticket. PCA on the 91. Ballesteros, red, white, and blue. If you're new to Chrome, I don't think any of us really are. Miller is a refractor. The buyback only works. Ray Wave, Cody Bellinger. Only works on the base and base parallels. So those 91s aren't going to count. Chase DeLauter. Marcelo Mayer. What's up, Ayla? Basayo. Mason Barnett. On the baseball scene. PCA. I don't know. That gap between him and Ohtani. Nick Kurtz, refractor for MVP, seems to be closing a little bit. Kegs 91. Hello. There's something. Joe Rock auto for the Rays. And I believe that's going to the team spot. Is that our friend? Target distinct. Who got the Rays? Toaster Strudel got his Rays. Solid baseball name. Joe Rock. Skeens. Big ticket. Jonathan. Rafi Flores, red, white, and blue. I don't know. Am I cruising too fast? This is definitely not my normal speed, and it feels weird. Muncie Raywave. McLean rookie. Shohei, there he is. I knew we saw one. Mike Trout. Future Stars, Nick Kurtz, and Dylan Dingler. Also a great baseball name. Quick housekeeping. Chrome cards do not stack well, as you probably all know. And I need to be mindful of that. And clear. Is Ohtani not in the lineup? Is he scared of the Mariners? Can't say that with a straight face. Could be scared of our pitching. It could happen. Yeah, I feel like it is not a runaway anymore, that's for sure. PCA Fan Club Prez would say it was never a runaway. He's been on that for a while. He probably knows their exact F4 at this moment. 10th floor. 10th floor, are you at the National? Do I have someone at a baseball game and at the National? Because if that's true, that's the coolest thing. Or am I making that up? You know, it would be tough on a case, although I would do it because I love the product. Archives. Those packs that are really hard to open. You have to perform open heart surgery sometimes. I've ripped cases of that over multiple breaks, and that was trying on the digits. Upstate, okay. I know, I want to say it's Trisket, right? Trisket said he was going to try to go to the National, but I thought someone else said they had tickets already, too. I might be making that up. I wanted to go, but Big Head told me no. I was like, dude, we should go to this card show together. And he was like, nah, man. That's a lie. The conversation was kind of the opposite of that. Ooh, S.K. You went. I have never been. Tell me more. Part of me gets frustrated this time of year because every podcast, every YouTube channel, they all talk about it. But I also understand the why. Can you move around? I think the only thing that concerns me is it's so crowded. Am I just going to get overwhelmed? Did you get any national packs that you want to sell to the Kingdome to break? All right. Hunter Green. Logan Webb refractor. Mookie Betts big ticket players. Savage. Password Garcia red, white, blue. Big dumper again on the 91. Robinson and Betts. Burleson refractor. Ray Wave, that guy. Randy Arozarena. Merrill. Trout perspectives. Brandon Nimmo and Nathan Church. Oh, they were EQ. That's right. I think I did know that. Crochet refractor. Scooble. Chase Burns, big ticket. Corbin Carroll, red, white, and blue. That looks good on him. Shohei Ohtani on the 91 refractor. Matt Boyd was a Mariner once upon a time. Murakami. Mr. Josh Naylor. Pujols perspectives. J.J. Weatherholt on the seams. That was our Murakami. I can't help but sleeve a few of these things. I'm going to get rid of a stack real quick. So they're going to cost even more on the secondary. I've been able to get a couple of packs when they were still packs on the secondary market to add to like white elephants and mixers, but a standalone break of that would probably be thousands. Sleeving some rookies, don't mind me. I need an assistant. My assistants are doing stuff right now. Rumfeldt. Sal Frelick is a refractor. Brandon Sprout. Roman Anthony, big ticket. Carson Wisenhunt, red, white, and blue. Schlittler. Past and present, Nick Kurtz. Willie Adames refractor. Pascantino. Chase Burns. Shane Smith, Ray Wave. Basayo 91. Mizorowski. Yamamoto. Haven't seen this one either. Perspectives. Gorgeous like the rest of them. Jacob Melton. Mayo base, Mayo refractor. Big ticket, Ronnie. Connor Griffin, base. Kurtz, Kyle Teal, 91. Willie Mays on the Chrome perspectives. No, Chrome rivals. There we go. Joe Adell, refractor. Barger, Roki. There's Corbin. Burns. Colson Montgomery is a Ray Wave. Nice. J.P. Crawford on the baseball seams. Okay, quick sleeve time. Dickerson, that's the Corbin you're referring to, huh? What's up, Landon? Yeah, I get it. It's a big commitment. Even if you live there, I imagine it's a big commitment. Live near there. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Harper doesn't have a perspective. I definitely buy that. I have not seen it, which makes sense. All right, it's time to get serious. That was the warm-up. Right? Right now we're a Joe Rock auto. For the folks with potential buyback players, we're doing good. Although I haven't seen Jordan yet. I gotta be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Jordan in anything I've opened. Some, not a ton, but I also haven't opened as many blasters until today. What I'm hoping is we just get all kinds of good stuff, and then you guys want to try out the hobbies. What I'm hoping does not happen is that we have a terrible break. We're not even halfway in. I'm not concerned yet, but... I agree, Ayla. That is no shade against Judge either, but... Fresh blood, ironically. He's on the cover as he's injured, but... Irony is not the right word, but... Nothing major, Sergio. I wish I could say differently. Yeah, nothing major, really. Joe Rock auto. Some nice little parallels of some rookies, but we're talking the unnumbered variety of parallels, so nothing crazy yet. Yeah, Jumbo should either be last, or once I get to the last row of blasters, I thought maybe, just because I feel like I'll have more room to work with. I just picked up a pack. They got buried under the other packs. Apologies. You came just in time to see us blow it open. Yes. Corbin Carroll. Juan Soto 91. I thought those were rated Roman Anthony. Future stars. Those parallels on the future stars can be sneaky. Crawford baseball seams. My man and Burl's man, Harry Ford. Wrecking Crew, Aaron Judge. Bubba Chandler, Ray Wave. Xander B. Refractor. Hunter Goodman. William Contreras, red, white, and blue. Back-to-back Harpers. This one's a 91. Churio, big ticket. Yamamoto refractor, very nice. Carson Bench. Christian Walker baseball seams. Adley. Sal Stewart on the 91. Akamoto on the Ray Wave, nice. Cole Young base rookie. I think that's our first Cole Young. David Wright Chrome Rivals. Gaussman on the refractor. Basayo rookie. Cole Young Topps logo to 75 is our first numbered card. Very nice. Although if I was drawing it up, I would not have chosen him to be the first, only because that is one of the 2 players that I have in this break. Topps foil. That's not what it's called for Chrome. 75 logo, whatever it is. 67 of 75 on the Cole Young. That's beautiful. All right. The seal has been broken. James Wood, big ticket. Wyatt Langford refractor. Griffin. Wrecking Crew Rally. Gunner Ray Wave. Chrome Rivals, Jaron Duran. Salvi on the refractor. Yamamoto base. Owen Cassie, 91. Yastrzemski, red, white, and blue. There's an Ohtani. That was not cheap. Matt Olson is a refractor. George Kirby. Is that 2 Ohtanis or 3 so far? Okay, quick sleep time. This stack in my hand is the last of the first half. Costa Seams, Bryce Matthews, Justin Crawford, Ronnie, 91, Cody Freeman, Ray Wave, Lou Bob, refractor, Roman Anthony base, rookie, Trout, red, white, and blue, flipped around. I don't know what that means in Chrome. Mason Miller. Oh, that means gold in Chrome in this case. Mason Miller, who I believe is on the trading block. Very beautiful gold. I would call that a color match. That's awesome. Mason Miller. That is 15 of 50. Real gold. Nope, not real gold. True gold. There it is. Connolly Early. He just got traded, didn't he? Tarek Skubal is a refractor. That is half of the case. We're going to attack some more blasters. I'm going to sleeve a few more parallels. And if anyone is joining that's not already part of the Kingdome Discord, I did post a link, although it's probably lost in the shuffle now. If you're interested, for other breaking purposes and other hobby merriment, I'm filling a Chrome case break right now. All right, 4 more blasters. Yeah, I'm beginning to be curious about the Jordan thing because in the other break, the PYT breaks we did last week, in any personals I've opened, I've seen a couple of Jordans, but it seems like a disproportionately small amount. Still a relatively small sample size, but yep, saw a lot of Walker. I do feel like it was actually a regular, if not more than regular, amount of Astros, just no Jordan. Yeah, that seems odd. Let's turn that around for the Jordan spot, which I would have to refresh my memory on who got them. The thing I printed out is alphabetical by player. That wasn't my best move. It works though. Nick T. All right, Nick T. Let's get you some Jordan. Hey, there's a purple in there. Did see the dual logo man Ohtani got pulled today. But there's still multiple logo mans out there. I think there was 1 or 2 in blasters. I think they even said which ones went into which SKU. And it was obviously a higher amount for the high end, breakers, delight, and jumbos. Still quite a few in hobbies, and I think at least 1 in blasters. I don't know if it was one of each player or 1 total. There's an Ohtani. For anyone who collects football, reminder, me and Big Head were just talking about this. The Matt Stafford buyback on Football Chrome is over. Ohtani is a refractor. Very nice to Ohtani. Ellie big ticket. Stafford buyback or NFL buyback ends on Saturday the 1st. Mookie Betts on the throwback. Kyle Teal, red, white, and blue. Ooh, I haven't seen this one yet, I don't think. Edgar and Cal Raleigh. I love that. Kodai Senga on the refractor. Ime. Sal Stewart is a rookie. The Judge. Buxton. Cam Smith baseball seams. Tovar has a nasty print line right there. Madroth and Schwellenbach refractor. Where's my, there we go. Ohtani. Ohtani is kicking Yordan's butt right now. But if I know anything about Yordan, he likes to hit late inning home runs. It's a deep cut on the 2022 playoffs. Julio, 91 refractor. Yastrzemski, Carl, that is, and Roman Anthony. Perdomo. Marte on the Ray Wave. Anthony. There's Christian Walker. Freeman. Butler. Soto perspectives. Jacob Melton seams. There is a purple coming up. Eldridge. PCA as a refractor. That could be very nice as well. Bo Bichette. Gossman. Jackson Holiday. Purple to 75. All right. Maybe this is the start of our run. I think this is Big Head's card. I don't think Holiday was broken out. 46 to 75 on the purple Ray Wave. Jackson Holiday. Julio, big ticket. Eldridge, red, white, and blue. Wynn and Smith. Isaac Collins, refractor. Eldridge on the 91. Logan Gilbert, Ray Wave. Wizenhunt. Harper. Basayo, Wrecking Crew. Montgomery, Future Stars. Tovar, baseball seams. Manzardo, refractor. Hey, here's a blue. I think it's a Ray Wave. Byron Buxton to 150 on the blue Ray Wave. 74 of 150. Shaking it up a little bit. There it is. Mike Trout, big ticket. What's up, dude? Yvonne Herrera, red, white, and blue. Sal Stewart. Yelich, big ticket. Merrill, refractor. Akamoto, 91. Dylan Beavers, Ray Wave. Okay, we're rolling now with some stuff. No monsters, but some stuff. Clark, Julio, Paul Skeens, Future Stars, and Josh Bell, baseball scenes. Quick sleeve time. I have a thought in the back of my head that there is a Pete Crow Armstrong in the regular stack, which is fine. I'll get it in the sort, but for picture taking purposes, I may have put one in the regular stack. What's up, Steven? Get a couple more sleeves in and I'll cruise through some cards real fast. Nothing totally crazy, but we have picked up a little bit in the second half of the case. It's a little deceiving because I'm not top loading as much on the sake of time yet. 74 150 on Buxton. Ohtani is a refractor. 46.75 Jackson Holiday. True Gold Mason Miller. Topps logo to 75 on Cole Young. Joe Rock Auto. Connor Griffin baseball seams, and Ohtani big ticket. I think there's two of those in there. And Steven, I believe that Joe Rock is yours. Am I wrong? I think that's your handle. Mr. Toaster. Did I not do this? What am I doing? We do need some Murakami in our life. I don't know exactly why. I mean, I've always liked stories like Murakami, so I guess I do know why, but I've been ordering all the tops now as whether there's claims in our Discord or not, because I think he's cool. I did pull a sweet Murakami in personal box last week. All right, we needed some Jordan. Okay, so we got one that went to the National. One that might be going to the National. One that's at a baseball game right now. It's a good night. After this batch and this batch, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab my customary seltzer, and then I'm going to grab some more sleeves from my super secret sleeve room. I loaded myself up on top loaders, but forgot to grab a couple more packs of sleeves. I see a pink in there. Yes, okay. Thank you for saying that. Paul Skeen's Future Star. I've never tracked how many years you can play and still be in that set, but it feels like some combo of his years of service, which is only what, two and change? Actually, no, about 2, right? This time in 24. That and the fact that he obliterated baseball last season. Future Stars seems weird. Like a real safe bet for Topps, although he is struggling. Pirates fan could tell me why, maybe. All right. Look at all this packing material. Nice little bonus. Ooh, and here's a green. I think we have 2 or 3 parallels in these ones. Perfect. Gallon. Crawford. Chisholm. Green. Matt McLean to 99 on the Ray Wave. Looks like a Christmas card. And yes, I've already started thinking about 2026 Topps Holiday. Who's with me? 35 and 99 on Matt McLean. Big ticket James Wood. Jake DeGrom, red, white, and blue. Christian Walker, that man. Drew Gilbert on the refractor. Quick admin. Nope, we're good. Butler. Sal Stewart, 91. Arenado. Ray Wave. Will Smith. Basayo, Future Stars. Caglione, baseball seams. Oh, Juan Soto. I didn't realize, or I did realize but forgot that that was the rule. It's not even just winning, right? It's top. Isn't it? What am I thinking of? There's some sort of incentive for. Oh, no, that's the draft pick incentive. Top 3 in Roy. That's the incentive to the teams, right? Mason win. Mizorowski big ticket. Sal Stewart red, white, and blue. There is a base Murakami, or at least base adjacent on the 91. Ventura, Brian Wu, refractor. Caglione rookie. Ray Wave, Waldrip. J-Ram. What's up, Tommy? Got a few things. Speaking of Skeens. Skeens refractor there. Bryce Harper, 91. Auto. Didier Fuentes on the pink. Auto number 2, though. 71 of 250. To the Braves. Just looking at the card. 71 of 250 on the Fuentes. We have gotten a nice array of color, I will say that. Jackson Churio. Flores, Walls, Anthony Perspectives, Chapman, red, white, and blue. As is Gary Carpenter. Past and present, Olson McGriff. Chase Burns, rookie refractor. Dude, I love that movie. Cam Smith, Ray Wave. Where is your Don? Come on, man. Soto, Anthony, Ritter on the seams. Suarez. Simpson refractor. Flipped around. Again, gold. 1 of 50. Why are only the golds flipped around? Kyle Karros, 1 of 50. That is a beautiful card. Interesting that that's the only parallel we found flipped around thus far. It's also the one that would be very obvious if it was not flipped around. 1 of 50 on the Karros. Honey, we erased the Jordans. Nice little Rockies hit. I'm going to honestly feel pretty bad if you do not get some Jordans. Caglione, big ticket. Bobby Witt Jr. on the red, white, and blue. That's Gunnar and Ripken. Varsho on the refractor. Bobby Witt base. Christian Moore on the 91. Drake Baldwin, Ray Wave. Savage rookie. PCA Wrecking Crew. Murakami Future Stars. Carson Benj baseball scenes. I think there was a couple of Bobbies earlier, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we're going to take a brief pause. I'm going to do some sleeving. I'm going to grab some more sleeves, and I'm going to grab a drink, and I'll be right back to it. All right, back in action. It's driving me crazy that the labels aren't facing out, but I think it was 15 of 50 on the other gold. I may have sounded like I said 50 though. Okay. Come out, Jordan. I'll never say this again because I'm a Mariner fan. But it'd be cool if we got to see you. You don't even need to play well. Just play at the base level. That'd be cool. Jumbo's looking better and better. You know, you hear those stories where they're like, I bought a blaster or a hobby and I got 30, fill in the player's name. Maybe we just get a blaster that's nothing but Alvarez. So I was talking to Big Head earlier. I'd seen this posted online and then I saw it in person. Targets, I think all of them eventually, I don't know, have converted their card sections. And in the one that I went to's case, it's now larger. It's got like this cool shiny tops backing on the shelves and like 3 times as much shelf space. Kind of like Ulta at Target. It's like a card shop within Target. And when I went, they did have more inventory than normal. It wasn't anything crazy. I didn't pick any baseball up. But it looks like they're making a play to more consistently carry lots of product. I think it's still going to be all retail, but Goldie. So we let him get excited about his potential buyback cards, and then we dash his hopes and dreams. Fernando Tatis, Akamoto, Caminero, red, white, and blue. Real Muto is a refractor. Give me an IV too, please. As in image variation. Kirk, Ray Wave. Did Borbo? I think Borbo got his Blue Jays. Tatis, back-to-back inserts. I think that is Borbo's Kirk. I have Borbo's PC of Kirk so much in mind that I sometimes call Kirk Borbo. His bat looks like a cartoon in the Mayer refractor. Bobby Witt, big ticket. Mizorowski, base rookie. Ramirez, red, white, and blue. Diaz, refractor. Gilbert. Griffin, Raywave. Skeens, refractor. Otani, wrecking crew. Perspectives, Caglione, and Caleb Durbin on the seams. I can't help but think that Rally's MVP chase last year would have actually resulted in MVP if it was this year with Judge being out. He went so far the other direction that he's hitting like $170 and hit the IL himself. Jordan picked a good year to go off, that's for sure. Seriously, guys, where is Jordan? This is bizarre. Can't tell me there's not something to it. Not flipped around, but it is gold. Lubob, 3 of 50 on Luis Robert. 3 golds so far. It's interesting. 3 of 50 on Luis Robert. If you were here during the COVID craze, you remember Lubob well. Jack Caglione, big ticket. Abreu, red, white, and blue. Colson Montgomery, base rookie. King Felix and Luis Castillo. Matt Chapman, refractor. Christian Moore, 91. Christian Moore, Raywave. Sleeving cards real quick. Is it the injury bug they got to the Royals? It's been a weird year for everybody, man. I feel like the only team doing what we thought they would do is that team from Los Angeles. For that matter, both teams from Los Angeles are doing what we thought they would do. Donovan. PCA Wrecking Crew. Future Stars Murakami. Roki on the baseball seams. Jimmy Crooks. Taylor Ward refractor. Harper big ticket. I did see that with Teal. Simeon and The Rock. What is up with that sleeve? Roki. Maybe some bad sleeves. Murakami. Roman Anthony on the 91. Rasmussen refractor. Tovar base Raywave. Pink is Pascantino to 250. 195 on the Pasquatch. Jeter Perspectives. Not a Jeter fan or a Yankee fan, but I think that might be one of my favorite perspectives. Grant Taylor seams. Pasquantino to 250. Four more. Jordan's going to come out. And if he doesn't, we know something's wrong. I don't understand. I know it exists. I've seen it. I have one. One. Exactly one. That's a heck of an IL list. It might be. I haven't even checked eBay. But I'm fairly convinced that after, I have opened enough that something weird is going on. But there must be fewer of them than there should be. It's a good question on case hits and blasters. I can't say that I've opened enough entire sealed chrome blasters that I could answer that question. I do feel like in general, all case types have, it's not guaranteed, they don't talk about it, but there's usually something in there. I was kind of expecting to see, still am, some kind of a rare insert or something, you know? But I don't know if that's fact or fiction. I think technically, whatchamacallit, Panini used that term. I don't think Topps has ever used the term. It's just based on the pack odds. I could be wrong. Axel Sanchez. Still have a healthy amount of his Bowman cards. Picked up a few more Michael Arroyos today, Burl. Like Bowman's best auto price range, not firsts. I do have a lot of firsts, but I didn't pick up any new ones today. Password. Riley Green refractor. Harper big ticket. Bichette, red, white, and blue. Roman Anthony again on the 91. Jeff McNeil. Pajes. Colby Thomas on the Ray Wave. Harper Wrecking Crew. And Jeter again on the Perspectives. Scott Baseball Seams. Devers, refractor. Mizorowski, big ticket. Padres always come in bunches. I don't know what's up with that. Bubba Chandler, 91. McGreevy, one-time flagship player of the day on a refractor. The Louder rookie. Roki Raywave. Shane Boss. Perspectives, Roman Anthony and Cody Ponce on the seams. Sleeves real quick. You know, the big talk in baseball a few years back, and still, the pace of play, which I think they've made improvements on. I'm curious, pace of play as it pertains to this break. Am I going too fast? Is this just right? Do you think I'm terrible? I'm curious because we're going to do a case of hobbies next. Miguel Garcia, refractor. Gunner, big ticket. Polar bear, red, white, and blue. Did you guys see that between who's it, Dean Kramer and Pete Alonso? I'd like to know what happened in the clubhouse after. Hunter Brown, refractor. Weatherholt, rookie. Ray Wave, Vladdy Jr. Captain Crawford. Montgomery, 91. Ellie, Wrecking Crew. Skeens, perspective. Verlander and Goodman. Can you see? Can you see, bro? Lindor, refractor. Brady House. Vlad. Big ticket. Big dumper. 91 Julio. Hershiser, Yamamoto. Chris Bryant, refractor. Mr. Sir Harry Ford. Andres Jimenez, Ray Wave. Freeman, Wrecking Crew. Soto, perspectives. Kevin McGonigal, baseball scenes. Correct, no guarantee case set. All right, that's what I thought. I knew it was true of this product, but I think it's like just generally true across the board. They don't ever talk about case sets. We just equate pack odds to what you should see in a case. I wonder what the pack odds on Yordan Alvarez. Ridiculous. All right, we got 8 blasters left plus our jumbo. Guys, Nick, there he is. He has arrived. Oh my goodness, there he is. Base variety, may we get many, many more. In the last 8-pack of blasters, we finally found him. got to be worth at least $21. Crazy. I would love to see the facility that prints and sorts and packs everything up. Oh, you paid more than that for Jordan, didn't you? I'd have to look at the sheet, but I think about might be being generous. I thought it was like 60 or 80, but $140. Okay, yeah. I didn't think you'd necessarily get to that with buyback alone, but I definitely thought you'd have more than one at this point. He's an interesting one too, as compared to Ohtani especially. Doesn't take much of a parallel to get two Ohtanis and not want to do the buyback, but Jordan's got a J-Ram market, I feel like. Doesn't match his success. All right. McGravy. Byron Buxton. Refractor. Jacob Marcy. Aqua. Carter Jensen. Auto, no less. Very nice. 173 of 299. Lockneff, I think that's your card, if I'm not mistaken. That's an almost color match. It's a color match for the colorblind. 173 of 299. Auto number 3. Ogasawara on the red, white, and blue. Machado Chrome Rivals. Still don't quite understand that insert set. McGonigal rookie. Donovan Raywave. Very off-center Raywave. Roman Anthony Wrecking Crew. Chase Burns. Kurtz and Kirk. Albies Refractor. Yamamoto. Judge Wrecking Crew. Caglione base rookie. Ketel Marte, red, white, and blue. It's the part where I want you guys to do better. McLean, Raywave, Akamoto base rookie. Ellie. Perspectives, Nick Kurtz and Denzer Guzman. There is another gold back here. Matt Boyd, Ellie De La Cruz, Kyle Stowers. Behind Mayo, Luis Arias, 6 of 50 on the gold. The problem is the hits are coming into the team spots, which were a lot cheaper. I shouldn't say it's a problem. It's a problem when you spend a lot of money, though. Luis Arias, 6 of 50 on the gold. Oh, Ginar, you're here. I have a question about Arias. Is he on the chopping... I'm sorry, not the chopping block. The trade block. Painter, Weatherholt. Carter Jensen, red, white, and blue. Jimmy Crooks. Duran, refractor. Akamoto 91. Stephen Kwan. Raywave. Jordan! He just fashionably late, that guy. I wondered about that. All right, Jordan finally coming out. One relief. The other relief would be some of these bigger dudes showing up. Non-buyback variety. Painter. McGonigal base rookie. Peralta is a refractor. Murakami on the 91. Basayo big ticket. Marcy rookie cup. Correa. I wondered about that. How team number 4, right? Keishel refractor. Joey Ortiz Raywave. Judge 91. Weatherholt Future Stars and Otto Lopez, also a Mariner rumor trade candidate. All right, for better or worse, these are our last 4 blasters, but we have the big boys still left with the jumbo. Feel like you got about approximately 54 McGonigal base rookies. It's not really that high, but feels like a lot. I feel for your Giants, man. Spent most of my life rooting for a team that seemed to have similar things happening. Tower Bell's gonna fall. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit now that we've gotten us some working space. Thank you. Yeah, that's so if we're doing more case breaks, which I think we may for the player style, that will be the thing. We'll add product. I like to use the word gross. If the profit is gross, more product will be added. It's very unpredictable. I like that you guys can name your own price. I think that's way cooler than auctioning them off and me robbing you guys for a case break like many others do. But it is unpredictable on both sides. So we have the floor. The floor was a case of blasters, and then the floor can rise as we go along. Although that is harder now with Chrome because there is no more primary market price available. So it got a lot harder after this one. I did see the big. He's now added to the list of bizarre baseball injuries. Although I guess that's not bizarre so much as it is, what are you doing, man? There's another Bobby Witt. Yeah, these jumbos are up to like $700-800 now. Here's another unpredictable thing. How much to try? It doesn't always even work. How much to try to get from tops initially versus what people actually want. Sometimes, like with Chrome, I don't think I would buy Chrome at $700-800. That was actually a notch above pre-sale on the last jumbo because that was not direct from tops, but it was not $800. Okay, last stacks from the case. Good luck. And then we have some fun with the jumbo. Pena. Miguel Vargas refractor. Ime on the 91. Aqua. Jonathan Pintaro on an auto. To the Mets. 134 of 199. Auto number 4, I believe. Kind of looks like Syndergaard right there. Corbin Carroll. Cole Young. Will Smith, I think, is due back from the IL soon. Lindor and Wright. Castillo is a refractor. Adolis Garcia, Ray Wave. Corbin Carroll, Wrecking Crew. Yamamoto, 91. McGonigal, Future Stars. Marcy Seams. Murakami base. Mason Wynn, refractor. Bobby Witt, big ticket. Ernie Clement, red, white, and blue. Bubba Chandler, rookie. Sanchez, refractor. Taylor Walls, Ray Wave. Akamoto, rookie. Ellie. Paul Skeens, I feel like we've seen a couple of those. A little off center. Otani, Wrecking Crew. Kegs, Perspectives. Drake Baldwin, Rookie Cup. Baseball seams. You say there's another Witt. Bryce Harper. Not Light Bright. I always want to say Light Bright. Team logo. What is this called? Very nice Harper. It's not going to say on the card. Someone's going to tell me. I always want to call it a Light Bright. Very nice card, Ayla. Light board. There it is. Thank you. Didn't it have the, like, what do you call it? Like, almost not pixelated, but it had a different finish last year. Or a different, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Savage is a refractor. Nimmo on the Ray Wave. Chase Burns, 91. Kegs, Future Stars. Owen Cassie, Baseball Seams. That was a nice little mini run. Savage is a refractor. Can we just call it Light Bright? It looked more like a Light Bright last year, is where it wasn't just the fact that it was behind him, but that's what's in my head. having a hard time explaining what I'm trying to say, but all right, this is the last stack from the blaster case. Weatherholt rookie. Shanwell refractor. Roman Anthony, big ticket. Murakami base. Andy Pajes, red, white, and blue. Mizorowski rookie refractor. Justin Crawford Ray Wave. Basayo 91. Cam Smith, Yamamoto Perspectives, and Bryson Stott baseball scenes. What's up, baby? Okay, we'll go on to the jumbo in just a moment. And when I said we're doing more case breaks, maybe we do more hobby case breaks. Small sample size in the grand scheme of things, but... All right. It definitely heated up at the end, for sure. And hopefully we cap it off with something amazing out of this jumbo. That would explain it. S. Lime LED dot matrix scoreboard. All right, good luck in the jumbo portion, fellas. McLean, Colson Montgomery, Naylor. These are cool inserts. Murakami too, excellent. Logan Webb, Wave, and Zach Gallen refractor. Colson Montgomery was a base, and Murakami on the insert. Base version, but cool looking nonetheless. Aroldis Chapman, Brian Wu, Nathan Church, Julio on the 91, Aaron Judge, Wrecking Crew. Wave is Kevin Gaussman. Jack Leiter on the refractor. I got the Murakami, what is it, etch. Not diamond etch. Connor Griffin base rookie. In my personal hobby. Hello, Chase DeLauder. We pulled one of these in our last PYT break. That's an auto you want. DeLauder was a player in the player portion. DeLauder number 2 for me in break pulling, that is. Base chrome rookie on DeLauder. We'll take it. Connor Griffin was a base rookie as well. Ronnie on the big ticket. Josh Naylor refractor. Ime rookie. Password. Bassett, we have a blue. Straightening out some cards with my other hand. Sorry. Behind Bassett, blue. It is a White Sox. It is Noah Schultz. Heart was racing there for a minute. 45 of 150 on Schultz. Still a nice card. Now, normally I don't like putting this out into the ether because who knows who's going to watch and take advantage. I believe in the other jumbos I open in the PYT breaks. Schultz to 150. There was an auto on the left side, and there was an auto on the right side. Ryan Ritter is a refractor. We've only pulled from the right side so far, and we've gotten 2 autos. So I'm cautiously optimistic as to what that might mean. As far as the autos we could pull out of here, I would say Schultz and DeLauder are not too shabby at all. Barger, Owen Cassie, 91. Goldschmidt, Wrecking Crew. Burleson, Wave. Alex Bregman, refractor. I can imagine that trying to get your socks at a reasonable price is now much more difficult than it used to be. Bubba Chandler. I don't even have to imagine. I know it's a fact. Zach Gallen. Yamamoto perspectives. Big ticket Paul Skeens. Addison Barger refractor. All right, so now for the other side of the box. We should have one more hit in us at least. Max Free, there is a gold back here as well. Cody Freeman, all kinds of gold in this break. Ortiz, Rodon. I think this is a gold shimmer. Murakami base. Luis Arias, Will Banfield, and it's a Brave gold wave. Robert Suarez, 4 of 50. Ben Rice refractor. Is that our 4th or 5th gold? All of them up until this one were the true gold. Suarez, 4 of 50 on the gold wave. Ben Rice refractor. Reagans. This felt weird for some reason. Ketel Marte, Wrecking Crew. Wave Correa. Bryson Stott refractor. Quan. I always say the leadoff guy for some reason. Wilson. Taylor. Bryce Harper wave. Soderstrom refractor. One of these days we're going to have an IV in here. 3 packs left in the jumbo, which means 3 packs left in the break. I appreciate you all joining. If you want more in the hobby variety, filling a break now. I do believe there is orange back here. Yep. Torkelson, Jensen, Trout Perspectives, Orange Wave, Mookie Betts. Very nice. And a Caglione refractor behind it. Mookie Betts. I can't remember if he was claimed as a player or if he went with the team. He is claimed as a player to DMX. 20/25 on Betts. 91. Beautiful. I understand the appeal for the true colors, but orange and red waves, kind of pretty cool. Caglione refractor. Two packs. Shanwell. The Judge. Wrecking Crew, Mike Trout. Jordan Beck Wave. Ketel Marte refractor. And our last pack of the night. Skeens. Betts base. Acuna. Sal Stewart. Bryce Harper on the big ticket. And last but not least, Rafael Flores is a refractor. That's a whole lot of chrome we did. All right, so I will show off what I top loaded, which is certainly not everything. Getting somewhat organized, but not exactly perfectly. Yeah, I'm working on the recap, sorry. This is not everything by any stretch. I have a large stack of sleeves, and obviously an even larger stack of things that haven't been sleeved or loaded yet. And I believe among the sleeves are some Ohtani and some Jordan. So let me grab those out real quick. I still have a sneaky feeling that it might be a Ohtani that I put in with the others, but it will come out during the sort. All right. 2 Ohtanis, there's a refractor in that top load section. 2 Jordans in the 11th hour. Savage rookie refractor, Mizrowski rookie refractor. Cool looking parallel that for some reason I don't remember the name of. I always want to say West Side Story. Murakami. McGonigal and Griffin are baseball seams refractors. Ohtani base refractor. Connor Griffin Ray Wave. Ohtani big ticket. I think we have 2 of those. Light Bright Bryce Harper. Light Bryce Harper. Pascantino pink to 250. Buxton blue Ray Wave to 150. Matt McLean green Ray Wave to 99. Jackson Holiday purple Ray Wave to 75. Cole Young Topps logo to 75. And a bunch of golds. Kyle Karros 1 of 50. Mason Miller 15 of 50. Lou Bob 3 of 50. Luis Arias 6 of 50. And Gold Wave 4 of 50. Robert Suarez. Mookie Betts orange wave to 25. 20 of 25 to be exact. And our autos in no particular order. Didier Fuentes to 250. Joe Rock base chrome auto. Carter Jensen Aqua 299. Jonathan Pintaro 134 of 199. Chase DeLauder base chrome rookie. And Noah Schultz blue refractor 45 of 150. And what I did not show off was a, of course, plethora of rookies and 91s and the like. That Cole Young is beautiful. I agree. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. It was fun. Expected a little more out of the blaster case, but it definitely cleaned up its act as we went along. Well, that was K116. K119 hobby case filling now. Thank you, sir. Target date for that case break will probably be the week after next. The way we're filling it, it's going to take some time. What I'm trying to do is avoid anyone having to be at their computer at any exact moment in time. I don't think anyone wants that. I appreciate you guys. Have an awesome night. Enjoy the card show, the baseball game, and whatever else you might be doing. I'll post the hits as I know them now, the top-loaded stuff, hopefully tonight. All right, y'all. Have an awesome night. I'll talk to you soon.